Hello students. So if you are preparing for UPSC, so I started one new initiative for you. So in this new initiative, I'll cover whatever important news article that you have to study for your UPSC exam, or you can say relevant to current affairs. So whatever I have covered in this PDF, this is related to 28th Feb 2025 news that you have to, or you can say you have to make notes of that. So first we'll talk about polity and governance. So what is important in that, or you can say what notes you have to make. So issue of delimitation raised by South India. Okay. So if you see South Indian state, more precisely Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, has raised a concern that delimitation, which center government is going to announce after 2026, will reduce the representation of, you can say, South Indian states in parliament, or you can say Lok Sabha. So this is what you can say Tamil Nadu and Karnataka has raised an issue. So you must make a notes of that. So in that note you have to write the stand of both, you can say Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. So you must know what is their issue or what concern has raised by them. And you must also know what center has replied to them. Okay. Plus you must also know the delimitation commission, which you will study in your polity basic classes. So this is important for your both prelims and mains. Now second is with respect to issues of Hindi language raised by South India. So again, you know that our government is implementing, or you can say center government is implementing, you can say new education policy. So in that there is 3 language formula is there, or you can say 3 language model is there. So which wants that states must implement or must make a part of, you can say 3 languages as a part of school curriculum, or you can say syllabus. So one is your regional language, another is English, and another one is Hindi. Okay. So now in South India, again you can say Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, they are raising a concern that you cannot make it mandatory, that is particularly Hindi. Okay. So ultimately the issue is that, so again you have to make a notes of that. Now again this issue is important only for mains. Okay, very less chances, or you can say no chances, they'll ask something from this news article in prelims. Clear? Third is Waqf bill. Now in this bill, you can say right now again this bill is in news. Why? Because Joint Parliamentary Committee has given its recommendation. Okay, so that is why this bill is in, you can say is in news. So you can expect a question in mains only, no in prelims. Clear? So I'm telling you that also where it is important, prelims, mains, or both, whatever. Clear? Now, suggestion with respect to state share in central tax pool. Now, if you see the 28th February newspaper, any newspaper, either you can say The Hindu, Indian Express, or any other newspaper of your choice, Times of India, Hindustan Times. So, if you see that today central government has recommended that we will give you, or you can say the states share, okay, states share in central tax division pool will be around 40%, or you can say will be 40%. So you can say 15th Finance Commission has recommended 41%. Now they have given a suggestion, means central government has given a suggestion to 16th Finance Commission that reduce it to 40%. So ultimately again you can say this is the issue, or you can say new issue with respect to your finance commission. So again it is important for your polity exam, that is center state relation. So ultimately mains, so this topic is again important for mains. So I request you that please make a notes of that. Okay, and these are those news which will come again and again, so you have to update. Okay, news get old but issues will never get old. Okay, so issues will be there till the time you are preparing for UPSC. So you remember that you have to make notes, you have to put your efforts. Okay, so this is what you have to do. Clear? UGC guideline on equal opportunity center. Now definitely I am 101% sure you have not read this news from, or you can say you have not covered this news from anywhere. Okay, even if you are referring any, you can say website also, any coaching website. Okay, so definitely chances of coverage are less, but it is important for your exam. Okay, now ultimately, before I tell you what this news is, now no direct question will come from prelims and mains. Okay, so prelims में तो direct question नहीं आएगा इस news article से, that is equal opportunity center से, but in mains you can use this information like in the case of social justice. So first of all, I'll tell you what is equal opportunity center. So now you know that in universities there are, or you can say universities and colleges, there are cases of discrimination like on the basis of caste. Okay, now in order to stop such discrimination, UGC has given a guideline that every university has to set up equal opportunity center. So if any student is facing any kind of discrimination, okay, like in the on the basis of caste or any other basis, so they can approach this equal opportunity center. So it is act like a, you can say, helping center. So that is why it becomes important. So no, you can say in mains they will not ask you directly, but if there is any question with respect to, you can say, steps taken by the government to stop discrimination, or you can say with respect to college issues or university issues, so there you can write this equal opportunity center. Clear? Now come to the economy part. So with respect to polity and governance, there are 5 news articles. Okay, so you must make a notes of that. Okay, I'll keep you updating on daily basis. Don't worry about it. Economy. So ultimately, with respect to economy, this news is important. Like you know that government is working for Jan Vishwas bill. Okay, so same way Supreme Court has given a judgment on, you can say, in 28th Feb newspaper you will get. Although the judgment is given on 27th Feb, that is 2025, but it is covered on 28th Feb. Now Supreme Court has given a judgment on arrest in case of tax evasion under GST. Now ultimately, you know that in GST, you can say if someone is doing any kind of tax evasion, okay, so you can say tax authorities, like, or you can say GST authority used to arrest that person. Okay, now ultimately they says in Supreme Court has given this judgment that such person can have anticipatory bail बिफोर द अरेस्ट. ओके, या फिर हम कह सकते हैं FIR होने से पहले भी वो एंटिसिपेटरी बेल ले सकता है. ओके, कि मैंने कोई टैक्स इवेजन नहीं किया. सो अल्टीमेटली दिस न्यूज इज विद रिस्पेक्ट टू दैट. सो यू हैव टू मेक अ नोट्स. ओके, नाउ अगेन डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चन विल नॉट कम इन प्रीलिम्स और मेंस, बट if question comes with respect to tax reforms and all those things, so there you can write this information. Okay, so no direct question will come, but indirectly you can use in mains this information. Okay, issues in PLI, issues in production link incentive scheme. Now again, if you read newspaper, that is today's newspaper 28th Feb, now with respect to automobile sector, okay, so you know that this scheme came in 2021, that is immediately after COVID, in order to boost production. Now for example, for automobile sector, 26,000 crore were allocated, but if you see the scenario, very less amount has been given under PLI scheme. Okay, under this. So this issue is with respect to that. So there are multiple reasons, although it can be delay on the part of, you can say, companies also. It can be delay on the part of, you can say, government also. But I am not dealing with that, or you can say talking about that right now. But I'll tell you that this is the PLI scheme that you have to remember, because in future, if question comes with respect to issues in PLI, so there you can use, or you can say use this information with respect to whatever we are now facing. Clear? Now issues of telecom industry. Now if you read today's newspaper, so I'll tell you the situation, or you can say what is the news background. Now you know that you enjoy 5G network. So that 5G network is provided to you by, you can say, telecom companies. So when I am saying telecom companies, so you know I am talking about Airtel, Jio, Vodafone Idea. So I am talking about that. But government, or you can say, but right now government has one ruling that if suppose you are a big company or tech firm like Amazon, Flipkart, or similar any other company, you can set up your own 5G network also. That is your own private 5G network. Now these telecom companies are saying that if you allow them to set up their own 5G private network, so it will be a revenue loss for us. Okay, so there you can say there is a tussle between telecom and tech firms. Okay, or you can say privately owned 5G network as well as the 5G network provided by telecom. तो टेलीकॉम कंपनीज का कहने का मतलब कहना ये है कि हम इतने सारे पैसे लगा के 5G नेटवर्क को सेटअप किया हमने, और एक तरफ आप प्राइवेट कंपनीज को भी बोल रहे हो कि यू कैन हैव योर ओन नेटवर्क ऑल्सो, तो अल्टीमेटली फिर हमसे परचेज कौन करेगा? क्लियर? तो हमारा जो मेजर सोर्स ऑफ रेवेन्यू है, तो कहीं ना कहीं ये टसल उसके बीच में. क्लियर? सो दैट इज वाई इशू ऑफ टेलीकॉम इंडस्ट्री. नाउ अगेन आई विल से दैट डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चन विल नॉट कम. Clear? But indirectly in mains, you can use this information. I'll tell you other issues also. Like if you see telecom industry is also in news because of adjusted gross revenue. There is one concept of AGR. So we'll talk about later, but you must, I'll just introduce. So AGR, तो telecom industry इसके लिए भी news में रहती है. Clear? Telecom और आपको पता होगा कि अभी Elon Musk, or you can say there is a Elon Musk is going to come in India with satellite communication. So telecom companies oppose that also. So they oppose it also. Okay, with respect to you can say it should be auctioned or not. Clear? तो एक issue वो भी है. क्लियर. एक इशू आपका टेलीकॉम इंडस्ट्री जो हमेशा न्यूज में रहता है वो रहता है नेट न्यूट्रलिटी की वजह से. क्लियर. सो अल्टीमेटली वो भी एक इशू है. तो आपको 4 इश्यूज मैंने बता दिए. क्लियर. तो कहीं ना कहीं अगर टेलीकॉम इंडस्ट्रीज को क्या इश्यूज है इंडिया में तो यू मस्ट नो that these are the issues. Okay, so if in mains they ask you this question, so this is what it is relevant only for mains, not for prelims. Now Trump tariff war. So ultimately in today's newspaper there is one news article that from March 4th whatever tariff Trump has imposed on Canada, Mexico and China, they will be implemented. Clear. Even if you see in today's newspaper that Trump has also said that with respect to European Union, that you can say this European Union has been created to counter USA. Clear. So you can say this is what you can say tariff war has started in the world. Okay, so this is important to track it. Clear. So this is what you have to understand. Okay, now because of this tariff war, what will be the impact on India? Okay, so when I'm saying impact on India, it can be positive also, negative also. So you have to make a list of that. Clear. So again, you have to track it. Okay, and once you track it, then you will understand that what nature of question they can ask you, and more precisely, again important for mains. Now again, one district, one equipment. Now this is you can say introduced today. So you know that today is a science day. Okay, that is why this one district, one equipment. Now basically, you know that in school you go to labs. So in labs you have so many equipments there. Okay, again those equipments are very costly. Now keeping those things in mind, government has come out with this one district one equipment. So what is the intention here is, like if any startup is there and they are in need of any equipment, okay, so they have only choice to purchase it. But government says no need to purchase it, we will create a ecosystem like this ki in that district you can get that equipment on rent. Clear. Or you can say easily accessible at affordable prices, that is on rent. So this is the concept of one district, one equipment. So although government has announced it today, okay, but in future you will get the another feature of this scheme. So ultimately it becomes important. So please make a note. So it is important for both prelims and mains. Okay. So in prelims they can ask you direct question, but in mains if there is any question with respect to you can say your with respect to you can say what government is doing to promote startups, MSME. So there you can add this information, one district, one equipment. Okay. Now the purpose of this covering this news for you, or you can say news headlines or what you have to study, just to make you sure that whenever you are making your notes, okay, so you have to organize it properly. Clear. Now consortium to operate global port. Now ultimately Ministry of Shipping is right now planning, or you can say they have made one group, and with that group they want to you can say hold, or you can say have share in global ports also, like Chhabar port already India is managing it. Okay, now you know that we have you can say other international routes also. So government wants that India must have a hold, or you can say share in those global ports also. So that is why this group has been created. So again it is important for your prelims, or you can say as well as mains. India EU partnership. So again you know that European Union is in India for 2 days, that is for Feb 27-28. Okay, so ultimately you will get the details tomorrow that what agreements we have. So again it is important. Okay, so in the backdrop of US you can say tariff war, so this becomes important. Clear. Now these two news, second and third. So ultimately you can say India is looking for critical minerals. So with respect to Israel and Saudi Arabia, we have signed an MOU. Okay, but we are also looking to sign an agreement with Congo, Zambia and Australia with respect to critical minerals. Clear? So you know that critical minerals has relevance for electric vehicles, semiconductor, AI. So that is why you have to remember it. Clear? So ultimately important for this, or you can say in geography also they can ask you that from which countries we are, or you can say India is mining these critical minerals. So you have to remember that. Now come to science and tech. First lunar mobile network. Okay, so you know the company Nokia, plus you can say other private companies also there. Okay, Nokia along with other private companies, they are going to set up the, not set up, going to set up, okay, the first lunar mobile network. Okay, so ultimately you can see that already we have Chandrayaan mission. Okay, so you can expect a question in prelims with respect to this. Clear? And the last is, you can say geography and tourism. Okay, rise in cruise tourism. So ultimately, you know that government of India, okay, government of India is promoting tourism. Okay, in that they are promoting cruise tourism also. Clear? So you can expect, so you must know wherever you can say right now cruise tourism has been started. Okay, तो मैं जब ये आर्टिकल पढ़ रहा था तो उसमें मैंने एक चीज़ पढ़ा कि मतलब कुछ 3-4 कंपनीज है जो क्रूज टूरिज्म की सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर रही हैं. ओके, अब उसमें भी अगर आप देखोगे, अगर आप 2025 में इस क्रूज टूरिज्म को इंडिया में एंजॉय करना चाहते हो तो ऑलरेडी टिकट्स आर बुक्ड. ओके, तो अभी 26 और 27 के लिए बुकिंग हो रही है. क्लियर? तो आप ये देख सकते हो क्रूज टूरिज्म के बारे में. तो दे कैन आस्क यू इन ज्योग्राफी कि अभी इंडिया में कहाँ कहाँ पर है, और स्कोप भी है कि ये बढ़ेगा. प्लस अगर मैं बात करूँ कि कल को अगर आपको क्वेश्चन लिखना है कि इंडिया की जीडीपी कैसे बढ़ेगी, ओके, तो दिस इज वन ऑफ द वे. Clear? So you have to focus on cruise tourism. So important again for prelims and mains, more especially for prelims. Clear? So I'll provide you this PDF on my Telegram channel, Indian Economy by Himanshu. Okay. So you will definitely, if you follow it daily, you will get a help. Okay. So I'll make a video on daily basis that what news article you have to, you can say study. But इसमें एक चीज़ याद रखना, जैसे जैसे मैंने आपको न्यूज़ आर्टिकल बताए हैं, तो you have to make a issues, or you can say notes of the issue, and it is like this कि these issues will come again and again, so you have to update it again and again there. Clear? So like जैसे delimitation का न्यूज़ है, तो अब ऐसा नहीं है कि इस बार एक बार आ गया अब दोबारा नहीं आएगा. इट विल कम अगेन, बट कब आएगा ये मुझे भी नहीं पता. क्लियर? सो हो सकता है कि 2 महीने बाद आए, हो सकता है 15 दिन बाद आते. सेम वे दिस इशू ऑफ हिंदी लैंग्वेज. क्लियर? सो यू विल फाइंड एडिटोरियल्स ऑल्सो, सो यू कैन ऐड द पॉइंट्स. तो अगर आप रोज नए नए नोट्स बनाते रहो, बाद में मर्ज करोगे तो इट विल बी ए चैलेंजिंग फॉर यू. शुरू से ही उसको मर्ज करते रहो. क्लियर? इट विल हेल्प यू अलॉट इन द एंड. क्लियर? तो जब आप रिवाइज करोगे तो आपको काफ़ी हेल्प होगी. क्लियर? Then you can say about this bill, Waqf bill. Clear? Then you can say finance commission. So 16 finance commission news will again come again and again. Clear? हाँ, ये equal opportunity center वाली न्यूज़ है, ये दोबारा नहीं आएगी अब. क्लियर? एक ही बार आएगी, अभी आई है, अब दोबारा नहीं आएगी. हो सकता है कि एक आध बार और आ जाए 1-2 दिन में, बट अगेन इट विल नॉट कम. क्लियर? देन दिस टैक्स इवेजन केस. क्लियर? तो इस पर भी 1-2 आर्टिकल्स आएंगे, देन इट विल स्टॉप. क्लियर? पीएलआई की न्यूज़ आती रहती है, तो इश्यूज आपको मैंने पता ही दिए, टेलीकॉम इंडस्ट्री के क्या है, टैरिफ का न्यूज़ भी चलता ही रहेगा. क्लियर? तो दिस इज व्हाट. क्लियर? सो दिस इज इन दिस वे यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर अ न्यूज़. अब जैसे फर्स्ट लूनर मोबाइल नेटवर्क है, तो ये न्यूज़ अभी आ चुकी है. अब हो सकता है कि जब लूनर नेटवर्क बन जाएगा तब ये न्यूज़ आए फाइनली. क्लियर? अब वो बनने में शायद 2 साल भी लग जाए, 3 साल भी लग जाए, 1 साल भी लग जाए. तो दिस इज वॉट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर. क्लियर? तो दिस इज वॉट अबाउट, you can say 28 February 2025 news, and you have to make notes of that.